I am back. YouTube, they say time and tide waits for no man, nor does the grind. I got myself a respec. I am wearing my Skulders. You know, like, you may laugh, but like, you know, pardoning a better amulet and like better MF charms, and I mean, a 1% better Nagel there, maybe some like really godly rare boots. This is kind of my like dream setup for the sorceress. Like, I have all the stuff that I want, because it's like, you know, unless you want to go to Ubers, like, what are you doing? You want to MF, and you want to MF while you're leveling. Leveling is just another, you know, you're gonna go into the ancient tunnels and kill everything there, and they can drop some of the best loot in the game. Also, I'm experimenting with some new armor on my mercenary, but he seems to be doing just fine. So I found this one a while back in, was it Terra Zone or just off Mephisto even? And I thought, well, this has cannot be frozen. You know, like a huge chunk of defense, which, you know, he's high enough level for that to be relevant. And, you know, the poison length reduced is still something because they get bullied by poison, and then it's got the damage reduced and magic damage reduced by 17, 16. Would I prefer to put Shaft Stop on him? Sure. But I actually need him to kill stuff, so he can't be getting frozen.
What do you need?
So that's why I think that one just goes on the Merc. I think that's it's just a better call than Shaft Stop. Like, I don't know. Look, if I had like infinite stash space and could just have them all in my inventory, just pick which one, sure. But, oh yeah, alright. Should have reset the instance. I don't want, you know, armor swaps for my mercenary, and I don't really want weapon swaps for him now anymore. Like, this can, you know, go away somewhere, because now that he's just high enough level that he just hangs, it doesn't, you know, that's fine. Like, that's kind of the dream. That frees up my space. I can give the Kelpie Snare to someone else, you know. Because otherwise, you know, if I take his obedience off, then his resistance is balked again. The Druidal Shell kind of needs to go back on, or he needs Akira's Guardian, you know, whatever. But yeah, he's doing really good. The other thing I switched around is I put the Mage Fist back on, because not having skins... Oh, very cool. Yeah, not having the skins of the Vital Magic definitely bumps my casting breakpoint down. Like, it's noticeably slower. So this one, just chuck it on the pile. Ching. So that's a thing.
Hail to you, champion.
Man, that belt that takes up 2 inventory spaces sells for 35k gold just because it's an elite base. Crazy. But yeah, super happy with that progress on the Merc. I can just take him happily between Mephisto and the Ancient Tunnels. He might even do, well, I was going to say he might even do better against Thundario now. I mean, he actually might. That 17 damage reduced is not nothing. Especially when you're already taking 20% of the damage away with Band-Aids. Disrespectful drop, sir. Maybe we will just go quickly pay Andy a visit. Could be interesting. The slow, though, oh, the slow is so clutch. Like, when she's coming after you, he just pokes her once, and then it does make her so free to farm. But maybe with more leech, he can hang a bit better. Anyway, we'll see. There's one way to find out. And skill-wise, basically the same. I think I skimmed a few points out of Cold Mastery. Kinda hoping to make my Hydras a bit better. Which is probably a bad move because I don't think there's any real saving Hydras. Yeah, how's my boy doing? He's attacking way slower, so I would definitely... The only way I would change that armor would be for a hustle, I think. This is... players 3. Man, those zombies are tanky as shit. Switch off there. Hold on, is that the elite one? No, the elite one is flying knife. This is dead bit, which is a terrible one. But still good. I used edge bow very recently on my level 28. Like you can actually have like if you play through the game on mostly on players 8, which is really easy, especially if you just use like a you know, a triple gem bow, bunch of emeralds, tower runes if you've got them.
Good day.
You know, that standard setup, you can easily play players 8. And then, you know, before you even fight Diablo, you can equip that Sky Strike in normal, which is crazy. It's so much better than like any physical damage bow you can equip in normal. And I would say like the only bow that's like better in normal potentially is yeah, see, sometimes he does just get winged, but that's fine. I do not mind rezzing the mercenary every now and then for the quality of life of not having to switch weapons around. But yeah, as I was saying, like Weisendraw is potentially really strong on a cold Amazon, but your cold Amazons don't even get like a valid skill until level 30, so you know, you can equip that bow at level 27. Explosive Arrow Amazon wants something with Pierce, high fire rate, plus skills, which Sky Strike doesn't have. I think there is one normal crossbow that has Pierce plus Amazon skills and decent fire rate, although the crossbows tend to have like just not particularly impressive fire rate off rip. But for a fire Amazon, that's probably your probably what you'd want to get through normal. For a cold Amazon, you'd probably want Weisendraw, though honestly Weisendraw can take you through hell on a cold Amazon. I don't know what a fire Amazon would eventually upgrade to. Obviously there's the Kuku Shikaku, but I think there are potentially better bows than that. Bows with like just much faster base fire rate and some pierce, but yeah, which bows even have pierce? I couldn't tell you, but there aren't really that many. But of course, at higher level, the option is there to have a razor tail or something like that. Some potions and we'll go pay Andy a visit, and then probably back to the ancient tunnels, because like there is definitely stuff I would like to get on the physical. still, like an Arians and a Jalals and a +2 skills Arcanes, you know, would be good. And, oh, a Witch Wild String. Son of a bitch still owes me a Witch Wild String. Someone owes me a Witch Wild String. Maybe I should go to a drop calculator and actually just look up, like, specifically where to target one. Freaking zombies. That's the Lance of Sunny guy, isn't it? I must know. It is. Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you so much. Why must we treat each other like this? You know, when it's good, it's so good. Why does it have to turn toxic? He was reasonable, but man, it's doubly gross when you get a trash drop off them and they pop from the freeze. It's like, I don't know, it just feels really terrible when they just, you know, instead of the like proper death animation, they just go like bink, and then just a bunch of garbage falls out. like they were a fucking bin, man, like taking the shit out to the freaking dumpster, you know? You just get a bunch of like half-eaten Chinese food and a fucking hot dog or something. Like that's your bunch of cabbage and there's some like plastic bags filled with old newspaper. Get out of here. Get a job, Ghouls. Get a job that doesn't involve loitering around Andariel's little throne room. Speaking of Andariel, oh, and she has a Might Aura. God bless. Why are they dropping so little? It's weird. It was a 3-item drop. Like, that's a cool drop. There's Mage Fist.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll take Mage Fist. I'm happy with that. Like, Obviously, I have no use for it, but
Yes.
it's still cool to see. And didn't I say I was going to go back to the ancient tunnels? Why can I not teleport in a straight line? I mean, as in, like, why can I not? Like, I'm not saying the game. I know I was the one in the wrong there. Man, he helps chunk Mephisto down nicely. Oh, I kind of want to check the red gloves. But what is this one? This is Blood Crescent. Pretty decent little sword at level 7. Freaking all resist, damage, attack speed, leech, open wounds, bit of everything.
What do you need?
I kind of wanted to get a jewelry or a piece or something, but you can't force that. Alright. Back to the ancient tunnels. I got a really nice map for the ancient. Like, this is just a nice map. Like, nice roll on the map. All in all, like, the pit is in a good spot. The ancient tunnels are like 3 teleports from the waypoint here, with like really empty space between them. Super safe. And the actual ancient tunnels map itself is really good. Like, usually all the boss, you know, usually there's just a bunch of little packs all around the front here. Electric jerks. Awesome jerks. But you know, when you're a sorceress and you're in the ancient tunnels,
Greetings.
you just kind of deal
How
with
may
it.
I
So
help you?
you just kill everything. Hopefully your mode doesn't die. You can reposition him a little bit if you need to. And yeah, I have to remember I'm also looking for elite bases as well. I have a decent eye for it. I don't think I'm like a whole bunch of before. Okay, there's a boss pack there. Ooh, little wasp has to do it. But he didn't drop shit. What a jerk.
Good day.
Welcome to my shop. Welcome to my shop. terrible.
I can't carry anymore.
Is it though? Hold on. It's been so long since I've looked at one. It actually hasn't been that long. I'm pretty sure Mephisto drops them. Not that rarely. I mean, it's passable ED. Cold damage is alright. You absolute shit, that fucking skeleton. What a prick. Anyway, cold damage is decent. Freezes target is good. Plus 20 strength is not bad. And minus 30 requirements is really nice. But at level 43, to have a two-handed damage stick that does not even
Tell
200
me your
damage.
troubles.
That's a bit cheeky. Like, there are one-handed swords. Exceptional. Not hard to find. That just out-damage that. How much lightning is coming out of this guy? Take a break. My word.
Thanks. Thanks.
Dang.
Thanks.
Quick, come in, mistake. Yeah, we can at least lock him up in that choke. And send in his orbs. I don't even mind the weird with this choke. Nothing makes you feel more like just some kind of like primeval slaying ninja. Ah, that's the one. Then, you know, sniping a potion off the ground with telekinesis that you need in the fight. Yeah, that is definitely the elite base. That could be a hustle for my mercenary. Does he even have 230 strength? He doesn't. He can't even wear that. It's
Use that
insane.
yet.
Crazy.
Hello.
Hello. And this is the melee wand. I mean, it has cast rate, sure, but damage, cold damage, mana leech. The whole standard set is bizarre. Makes no freaking sense. Yeah, that's cool. I should just totally teleport, like, right past the place. 4 gold. Four gold is the best gold. Like, I don't like having to, like, sell things for gold like I'm some dirty merchant. Like, I just want to hoover it up like some sort of avaricious Roomba while I'm doing other things. You know, I want the gold farm to be a passive farm. So this is something that bugs me when I'm doing it like this. My mercenary.
Thanks.
Look at the poison. This is with 50% poison damage, poison duration on his armor. Let's see. Let's see how long it lasts. This is with 50% poison damage duration.
Thanks.
which is a stat on an elite armor that you could not wear unless you were playing in hell. And look how worthless it is. Like, this is what I mean, where it's like some numbers in this game are just kind of stretched. Like, they don't actually make sense. They were just kind of lazily multiplied. He's still freaking poisoned. That could be because of, you know, new poison clouds, but... He's still poisoned.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
These guys are just junk. And it's such a high level area that even with the defense he has, they can still womp him. Yeah, the Hydras tune them up pretty nicely. He's still poisoned.
Welcome to my shop.
How may I help you?
Jerks wouldn't have dropped a mana
Thanks.
potion, would they? Not even
Thanks.
one. Hecker. Oh, there, the elite ones. Man. Is that the base for Steel
More
Red?
worthy.
Thanks.
Obviously gonna have to go back to town.
There's no
Like,
trouble a mug
This
can't
sort of
cure.
thing where it's just like, the fight is over, nothing else is attacking you, you're just kind of standing around. You know, you've done all this like inventory management, you picked all this stuff up from the floor, and you know you're still freaking cursed.
There's nothing the right potion can't cure.
I was really hoping for a decent charm.
Blessings to you.
Almost got another level. Crazy. This is the highest level character I think I've ever had in Diablo. This is back when I used to play. The level strat was cows. See, like, little things like that, like the fact that I can go in, I can let the zombies corner me to kill the ranged enemies, but at no point am I actually cornered because I just teleport. Like, you see what I mean? Like when I say like how strong teleport is in the sense of like giving you these options that you just don't have if you don't have it. But like things like that where it's like I'm thinking in my head like I can't go in there because the zombies will, you know, box me in. But then it's just like, wait, no, I just teleport in there, do my business. If I don't kill them in time, I still just teleport out. Like there's no way for it to not be safe. Like teleport just changes the definition of what positioning means. this blessed aim aura that has literally been like, you know, since we entered the freaking dungeon is still there. And it's been on like almost every mob to some extent. I swear I heard a charm drop. Oh my gosh, this is how far away the actual elite is.
Thanks.
Now we come out. Oh, I could have sworn I saw gold then. Ah well, such is life. Healing. And so close to that level. The only time I think doing the ancient tunnels is going to genuinely make me sad is when I'm like,
Good day.
either the level gets so high that, you know, it's barely worth doing from an experience standpoint. Like, you know, you're barely getting any noticeable progress. Or I actually do hit 99. But I have a funny feeling that even in here, unless it's Terrazone, the EXP is going to like really slow down very soon. Like that, being able to just be like, oh, okay, they actually have you sandwiched, but like, nope, not anymore. Where the heck? How far away did I get teleported then? Oh, okay, just in a really unexpected direction.
Impossible.
Thanks.
Good thing they came up after us. Like, the Oculus teleport actually turning out to be kind of clutch, or I probably would have missed that ball. Not that they treated us particularly well there. But I've said it before, you got to get the bad drops to get the good drops. You just got to get drops.
Thanks.
It's why, like, I can get height in an area like this, just being able to, like, press Alt and see all this stuff on the floor. Because it might not be the loot that I want, but I know it's all rolls on a dice that, you know, can. But man, the mercenary is just like chatting it out. That new armor seems to help him a lot.
Hello.
But I would really still like to try him out with a hustle. Oh, that's right, I still have this in here. I don't think this is new.
Tell me your troubles.
first time I've seen monsters on the way here. I'm so close. I will actually crank this up. Oh, nice. Get this. Not a good item.
I can't carry anymore.
Cool item. Terrible ED roll. Not that it goes that much higher. But magic damage is probably the best at damage type. You can have magic and cold. There's almost certainly another minion pack in here, but I'm not looking for them. I might actually have to take a very quick break, but let's just chillax somewhere with a bit of style, you know, by the fires. ever get to a point where I'm pretty much done farming Mephisto and Andy, which will happen. Maybe then I respect a Blizzard because I don't like Blizzard for
Welcome to my shop.
Mephisto, and I know it's the metal. It's fine. I'm gonna pull him back out of the aura. I don't really want my mercenary to engage this, but it's okay now. This guy's just super chunky because he's cold enchanted.
I am overburdened.
You can make a hustle in a bow, can't you?
Impossible.
I don't know. I'll hold on to it for now. I'm pretty sure there are good 3-socket bows, but that's probably not the best base. You don't see these every day. Only one socket though. Just use this in the stash. I'm putting everything in the stash I don't want in the stash. Forgetting to go to the healer.
How may I help you?
It's alright, I'm new to the game. They're not minions. Stony Field. I had a decent amount of fun farming that with the barbarian. But I want to get this sorcerer's her level first before I do anything else. It's so close. Sockets. That's the old Digler. Game being like really stingy with the heals and the mana, but I did use a bunch during the fight, so. Yes.
Blessings to you. Hello.
Hello. I can't complain too much. I was gonna see if there was a minion pack in there, and I was like, I might as well pop the chest to see if there's a rune or something, but no dice. it for some reason. That's fine. I can live with it. Would have had to go back to town because of the amp damage anyway, so. Just make it a full reset. Yeah, we have to do this super carefully.
Thanks.
I am overburdened.
Is this, Lee? Doesn't look like it.
Thanks.
This is the normal? Yeah. Cool item. But we're just a smidge past needing it.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure.
Welcome to my shop. drop anything either. Like, I would happily have TK'd up a potion or two, but like that's the potions they drop. A health potion. And there were like multiple champions in the mob. Oh, and this guy's immune to cold, of course. Like, fights like that can feel awful when it's like your mercenary who is the thing being threatened. It's so much worse when you are the front line.
Good day.
Yes.
But still,
Good day.
it's funny though, like, as much as I complain about the melee experience in this game, at least you feel like you're playing a melee character when you're playing a melee character.
Good day.
Like, in new ARPGs, the barbarian would, like, you know, skill 1 would be called, like, Flurry of Blades. And, like, aside from the animation having him, like, you know, do some, like, anime leap across the screen with, like, blades, like, it would be indistinguishable from a casting ability. Like, the difference between melee and caster is, like, purely aesthetic. Or there could be some minor balancing tweaks, like melee are tankier and maybe better single target. Or something like that. Oh, that's Alva's. Now they're rare. Wouldn't mind a lacerator. Now, a game that did both really well was X-Men Legends 2. The only problem with that game, like, I've done some like solo runs. Solo runs in that game are way harder than in a lot of RPG type games, because like nothing in that game scales. So like you get the same amount of experience as like having a 4-man team as you will having a 1-man team. It's not like if you solo, you know, it lets you power level or something. You just losing like 4 times the health and 4 times the massively divided the amount of health and damage your team can output. And admittedly, you know, most of the, you know, with 3 of your team under essentially AI control, they're obviously nowhere near being played to the optimum, but you can, like, tell them to use abilities and stuff like that. So even just little things like having someone who just buffs your entire team on command, and then you just have that buff on demand. I was gonna say, why are these like random zombies just so tanky? It's because he's cold immune, which means his entire minion pack is gonna have a lot of cold resistance.
I am overburdened.
Oh, that's the Minotaur? Is it? Oh no, no. It's the normal, but ethereal. That's cool. Oh, that's such a cool drop. Now I have the whole Sasabi set. Terrible item, but I know the set is pretty decent. It's just another one of those unfortunate ones where it's like, it's a good set, but the weapon just doesn't quite do enough damage, but it makes you very tanky.
Hello.
Hello. And you can give the whole set to a barbarian merc, and then give them a good weapon on the other slot, which can help to make up for it. But also, like, why do I keep going here? I kind of like frenzy mercs to just stay alive and maybe have some crushing blow or something. It's just...
Thanks.
You just stand there and look pretty for a minute, okay? Heal up.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, those jerks wouldn't drop anything we actually want, would they?
I can.
Bunch of freaking jerks. And then just like a random freaking Zod room comes out of that. It doesn't, obviously. But it could. Yeah, Monster Shrine. Ow. Oh, the hot cover. That's a cool item. close to that level, so close. Cool item. And like, freaking good damage with good deadly strike. Like, if you're a sword using barbarian and you just found one of them, it would suck to finish the game with it because they break really quick, daggers. Teleport around a little bit, just kind of static them all. I was gonna say they are no sweat. But your Merc getting cursed is still dangerous. Needs to be dealt with. Stuff taken off,
Good day.
which isn't that bad, especially when you can take them back. If you're not an elite mob, I just don't care. Done looking for another elite mob. Let's just reset them and knock down another lot. It's getting grindy though to get
How
these
may I help
levels.
you?
Can I cast a channel my most? Thank you. That explains it.
Thanks. Thanks.
close. Let's not tempt fate with this
Hello.
curse. Because I can be more aggressive and get this done quicker. By just getting cleaned up like that. Big old hole.
Impossible.
Skill up base.
Impossible. I am overburdened.
Yeah, I do this one for funsies. Terrible.
Thanks.
Oh, they're really making me grind for this last bit of EXP. And I even put it up to max play count. I swear maybe I was getting more on player 7. It was just clear speed was better or something, but... What I wouldn't give for that to be an EXP shrine. It took my full jury. Did you see that? That it took the full jury for the mercenary and then he just died anyway. Fucking cheeky ass game. I'm pretty happy that I got the Barrock skin.
Yes, citizen.
And I don't know. I feel like I'd be pretty content to respec into like pure cold. No bullshit, no funny business. Because I'm gonna need it, the clear time in here to be faster. And the Hydras don't help. Like, I'm sorry, what is my mercenary doing? Like, he genuinely just stands there? Have your minions. I'm not wasting the potions. So this is an example of like really balked positioning. And that's an example of Oculus trying to like actively trying to murder me. But like, did you notice how like, you know, I'm trying to like teleport to the other side. But it would just be like, you know, I want to be in here, but there's just one fucking zombie there. And because of the wall, it's like, there's not like, I can't quickly kill it with Frozen Orb because it's at the worst spacing. And there's like a fucking wall. Like, so this, it's almost kind of like protected by the wall. And just gets to like exist and take up space. And that was the case from like, you know, 3 freaking angles. So I just ended up having to, but it's like you check the angles and then you come back. So I'm not like saying like, oh, it's so unfair, but I'm just saying like, you know, like these are things you think about. But it's very, very rare for a sorceress to like genuinely feel like they can't position at all. Like you don't even get to, like you barely get to control positioning as a melee character. It's like you just have to run at everything. You can try to control like some you can try to kind of isolate fights to like cut off sightlines and make it so that you're not like kiting additional mobs, you know, into a fight that's already occurring. So like, don't get me wrong, positioning definitely matters, and there's things, even just little things like, you know, letting enemies walk towards you into a choke point. But the thing is that the game is, the hard areas of the game are not going to let you do that. Like, you're not going to do that, like, particularly well. You're not going to do that well in the Chaos Sanctuary, for example, unless you have some tool to peel things away from their mobs. Because if there's like 3 Oblivion Knights cursing you and just pounding you with damage, and I wonder if that would be a good base for a hustle for the mercenary, or if the defense is just too low. I don't know. I'll hold on to it.
Blessings to you.
It could be a decent like Lionheart base or something for someone. But yeah, a lot of your options as a melee character are built around having abilities like Taunt and Howl, or Conversion. Oh wait, well, I was going to just go straight to the Lost City, but the Fire Oasis is actually a pretty decent place to be farming as a cold sorceress as well. Assuming you can find elites. So if I just walk into an elite pack like that, whoops. I hope that was the cursed.
There's no trouble a mug can't cure.
Elite. Because I really don't want to go back in and just have my merc cursed again.
Good day.
But you see, like, in a lot of dungeons, a mercenary is just quality of life for a sorceress. It's not necessary.
Hello.
You know, mercenaries pre-LOD were a complete joke. You couldn't even give them equipment. And we still had to finish the game. The game was easier then.
carrying
Jug.
them all.
And Rune Bow, is that an elite base? Could be worth rolling some sockets into that. No. I guess I could throw on that wisp projector that I found that gives lightning absorb and a little bit of MF, just to make being down here like even more comfortable. So close to this level. I don't know how it is for other people, but I assume it's probably the same, but like I was just gonna say, like, there's a lot of mercenaries I'd like to test, but I kinda don't want to lose this guy, I'm attached to him. And I know I could just re-roll the name, but it's not the same. Like, we've been through it. We killed Hell Baal together. You know, we cleared horrible dungeons where I couldn't, you know, he's killed a lot of stuff that was like immune to everything I could chuck at them, even before he had like really good gear. You know, even when it was a struggle, when it was like, you need juvies to have him take on a super unique, or you'd have to just run back to town, or just accept that he was going to die a bunch. That's nice. Of course, I got crit poisoned.
Tell me your troubles.
I'm seriously tempted to just do like a no mastery barbarian build. I don't even know if Berserk has enough synergies. Okay, that's definitely a lead. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know if Berserk has enough synergies on its own to justify that. See, I was gonna say that could be my mercenary's armor, but I don't even think he has enough strength for that. Is this gonna get me the level? Let's go. Come on. bad. Ah, okay. Now, what's the... Okay, that strength is way more attainable for my mercenary. So maybe a hustle in that. I'll roll them up. The bow is cool. Something I have wanted to try for a while is like,
There's nothing the right poison can't cure.
How may I help you?
oh yeah, now which of those is better? 23 to 50, 20 to 53, fast, fast. This one has slightly less egregious stat requirements. But I have no idea what the IAS breakpoints are on an Amazon. Sure. If you want to just like run at us like that. Very nice. What do I even get? I guess it doesn't matter that much since I'm playing the respec.
Thanks.
Not minions. That's cool. Level 91. I still need this guy to get his level as well, though. So another run or two. Oculus doing its best to terminate our affiliation. Oh my god, what just killed him? I probably should actually, yeah, I'll just reset. Why not? My poor mercenary. Like something just pimp slapped away like 600, 600 health in an instant there. Where do we keep going with our oasis? Ah, that's a decent find. Like their spot. Is that Trangs or Albus? I think it's Albus.
I am overburdened.
I've been through my whole character arc of being disgusted by Alders. I hate it. I mock all it holds dear and sacred. I think of it as an enemy. no, it's Trangs. Good old Trangs. Now Trangs I can work with. Look at this bad boy. 40% faster round walk. Big chunk of resists. Crazy minus requirements. Plus 2 summoning skills. I got one, but always nice. I got the complete Sasabi set today. And I got my Skulders finally. And I think the time has come to really like seriously just respect the Blizzard so we can farm these tunnels quick rather than mess around with Mephisto. Like I could still do Mephisto with Blizzard. I do think Frozen Orb kills him quicker. The Blizzard makes all this. Oh my god. Oculus really trying to kill me today. The problem with this place is that it's like running Pindle. Like the dry patches are freaking real. I always think of Dolrune as something quite rare, but it isn't.
Greetings.
It always kind of gets my hopes up a teensy bit. But pretty freaking happy with the goal. Oh, he's so close.
Yes?
Yeah. Welcome to my shop.
There's nothing the right poison can't cure.
Wait. Say it. Dick. I hate you. I hate this game. I hate everything. Oh, heard the rune and was like, maybe? I really should break these. Like crazy stuff can come out of these things. And there he goes, watch out. And Bone Visage, that's the elite
I can't carry anymore.
boner helmet. Yeah, with 3 open sockets. Good bulwark base. I might hold on to that
Impossible.
because the worm skulls aren't exactly growing on trees, and bulwark is a really good alternative. Plus, what I could do is give Bulwark to my boy, who can use that really high level elite, and then give the worm skull to someone else. And yeah, I might actually go make that bulwark right now. It's always fun to make a rune word, even if you don't necessarily end up using it. Like bulwark has some things that Wormskull doesn't have, like a plus to health, which is really cool. I don't think my boy really needs more hit recovery, but man, it's a really cheap rune word. Oh, but it's a variable roll on the damage reduction, which is a little bit sad. But anyway, I've got more shell runes than I know what to do with, so shale, IO, soul. Oh, nice. We got the max roll on the physical damage reduced. The life leech isn't as good, but it should give him a lot more life, and the life replenish is actually like meaningful. So hold on.
I'll put that to good use.
It gives him
I'll put
100
that to
extra
good
life
use.
all up.
I'll put that to good use.
Reduces damage slightly because he doesn't have the cold. He gets a little bit less damage reduction, but he also gets faster hit recovery. And the life replenish as well. I'll just quickly do a run with that to see how it goes, because I'm like super curious. I would love to be able to put a shaker on him. I wish there was a good... good life leech armor, which I just don't think there is. Which is probably not entirely unfair, because... He's standing up to the cursed mob pretty comfortably, but... Of course they curse the shrine office.
There's no trouble a mug can't cure.
Hey, I just got crit poisoned. Yay, what a cool mechanic. I know it's trying to force you to drink antidotes. And... I don't know. I feel like antidotes and falling potions should try maybe just be removed from the game. Or like, for God's sake, give us more bell slots. Apparently I just cannot not have a green life bar down here, like, today.
Tell me your troubles.
Like, there's things in this
Blessings
game
to
that's
you.
just like, you could just take poison out of the game entirely, and it just makes the game better.
Greetings.
And, you know, I know some arsehole is going to say, that's because you don't have poison resist. It's like, fuck off, mate. No one has poison resist. Like, you have a finite number of gear slots, and a million things the gear slots need to do. You're already making choices about stuff that will just kill you, not stuff that will inconvenience you and make you like have to go back to town. And yeah, it just take it out of the game, and it legitimately just makes the game better. Like the amount of the problem is like, I don't know, if you could put an item like Venom Ward on and just be like, well, now poison does nothing
Good
to me.
day.
Like, but this guy has 75 poison resistance and 50% poison length reduction. I've literally sat there with you while he's crit poisoned for like 40 seconds, 50 seconds. Like the whole time in the dungeon, he's green. Never not. And I can barely get his health to go up by just constantly feeding him red potions. That's with maxed out poison resistance and almost maxed out poison length reduction. Like, poison in this game is just fucked by the time you get to hell. The numbers are screwed. And the resistance means almost nothing. So you might as well just not have it and not waste gear slots on it. Like, I dare you to find an item that, like, is mostly about defending you against poison that people value. Like, the crazy thing is, like, I'll hear people say, like, just put a Venom Ward on your mercenary, and he will kick Andariel's like that is the biggest load of shit because Andariel does a massive amount of physical damage. Like she'll just beat your mercenary to death if he doesn't have good defenses. Like I don't give a shit. You can literally be poison immune, and Andariel will still kill you. But that sort of stuff really does my head in, because like sometimes I swear people especially in games like this, they say stuff that they've never tested, they've never actually tried it. I see this I play a lot of Warframe, right? And I don't know how many times I'll hear someone tell me something that, tell me about how something is amazing in Warframe because, there's a couple of streamers or something that have said it's amazing. And I have actually tried it myself. I've wasted time and resources and stuff trying to put that build together, do that thing that that these people are saying is good, and it's just shit. And it's literally it's mathematically bad. It's just worse than the alternatives. And yet people will just be like, no, it's good. And I'm like, when did you test it? The answer is never. But someone told them it's good, so they just think it's great. There's so much of that in games like this.
I can't carry anymore.
And to me, it's a super frustrating thing because it's just it doesn't matter in a game like this because this game is dead in its development cycle. Dead not in the sense that no one plays it, but dead in the sense of we're not looking for new content or anything like that. You see my green mercenary? Let's just sit here and see how valuable poison resistance is. With 50% poison length reduction. Man, that was great. That really would have helped him in combat. It's literally I could have gone back to town and just cleansed it off him faster than actually waiting for it to go away. But yeah, I don't know how many times, someone will say to me that oh, this thing in Warframe is really good. And sometimes what they are saying is true. The problem is things don't exist in a vacuum. It's like saying, it's like saying that, I don't know, Fury is an amazing rune word, when it's Fury has just been power crept to shit. But if Fury was the only, there was a time when Fury and Silence were the only weapon rune words that used high runes and had really, strong stats. Even then, their damage is kind of shit, 200% or something, and 210%. But Fury, it has other really good mods, and on a Frenzy Barb, where it's giving you plus freaking 7 or something to your main skill, yeah, sure, it's usable. But the runes you would spend to make a Fury,
Hello.
when you could literally just make a couple of hustles or something, or a hustle and what's the new Barb one, the really cheap one that just uses a foul rune. So basically it's a high rune recipe that is just flatly worse than, you know, rune recipes that use mid runes. But there'll be someone out there who just refuse to accept that like Fury is a bad rune word, because they're like, no, I used Fury in my Frenzy Barbarian and I cleared hell with him on players 6. Fury is amazing. And it's like, yeah, like, you know, if it's all you've used, it seems great, I'm sure. But you literally might as well be throwing a high rune, like, into a bin. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of things. Like, it's so easy to spread these, like you can have these, like, really bad takes that, as long as it's, like, only casual players using them, like some casual who's like, you know, oh, I just read this, you know, the Baal Slayer Smasher Paladin, wow, you know, and it's like, yeah, you finish the game with it, cool, but like, you finish the game with everything, you finish the game with like the worst shit. But was the time you invested, were, you know, the farming time, all that, is the build actually like good enough to validate that? And the crazy thing is you come at that like sort of thing from like a standpoint of like, you know, like when people talk to me about Warframe, because I genuinely have like, you know, 6,000 hours or something in the game, and they'll say to me like, you know, oh, should I do this? And I'll be like, no. And it's not because it doesn't work, it's because like, you know, you have finite resources, like where you are now in the game, like you're new to the game, and you should, you know, put your time and energy into getting things up and running that are going to be like really strong and that are going to scale and allow you to do like certain content and stuff like that, rather than just like, oh, well, here's this like meme build that a streamer said, and I'm gonna have to like you know, do like a week of farming or like spend real money or something to pull all the stuff I need to implement it together. And then it's like, yeah, you get something out of it, but like, God, it's bad. And then the moment you want to try to push that like streamer build into like some kind of serious content, like it will just fold like an ironing board. And you know, it's a similar thing to like in a game like this, where it's like, if someone is judging something on the basis of like, you know, can it just finish hell? Sure. Like, so pretty much everything can. I say pretty much everything, but I mean, you know, all the mainstream builds, even the really terrible ones, like the Spear is On and Vengeance Paladin and Moldair can finish hell, especially if you grind enough, especially if it's shared stash, you just give them all the good, you know, best items. You know, they have their tools. Enough. But it's like, can they go into like a high level area, like here, like the ancient tunnels, or pits, or one of the temples in Act 3 or something, and like clear that area like quickly and efficiently, so that it's like they can level up quickly, or just MF effectively. Because like, I'm not putting a character through hell. That poison. time I spent in hit recovery there was crazy.
Hello.
I don't know why I'm still running the Lost City. Oh, that's right. I wanted to see how my Merc hangs with the Bulwark. And honestly, he's doing fine. Like, I haven't even noticed that the vamp gauge is gone. Like, he can definitely die here, but... Yay! I have to go back to town to clear the poison off. Yay! I love this mechanic. It's so engaging and fun. It's such a puzzle on your gear.
And listen.
You know, like where do I slot the Venom Ward? You know,
Good day.
like sign me up. I want it. I just give me poison length time reduction. You know, like let it be 3 minutes instead of 6 minutes. You know, like, you know, let me be poisoned like for the whole of like every encounter with like every mob. But like if I go to the toilet or cook a meal or something, like while leaving the game running, then I won't be poisoned when I get back, but I'll be on 1 health. But that's still
I am overburdened.
And with that, I think I'm gonna pack it in for a bit. It's getting kind of late here. I might farm up a respec in my own time. I don't know if I'm really in the mood. Chaos Sanctuary is not the most fun place. Bow Waves is not that bad.
There's nothing the right portion can't
Fire
cure.
Cold Saw. Getting to the Throne of Destruction is often carcinogenic, let's say. But that was a cool find. Oh yeah, I also found that on Mephisto, which is really freaking good item. That's not the best ED roll though, but if you get a really strong ED roll on that, it's easy contender for upgrading to an elite if you ever get the resources for it. Because Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, and Open Wounds all on the same weapon with Prevent Monster Heal. I wonder how good that would be on a Bladesin actually. Really interesting. Welcome to my shop.